There are cars that demand your attention, and then there are machines that steal your breath before you even realize you are staring. The 2026 Lamborghini Huracán SUV belongs to the latter. The first time you see it cloaked in matte black, it doesn't look like an automobile at all. It looks like a vision, something forged in shadow born from a collision of imagination and rebellion. It stands not as a vehicle, but as presence, a myth sculpted into motion, a predator cloaked in luxury, a statement carved in steel and carbon fiber. At that moment, you know Lamborghini hasn't just evolved the Huracán. They've redefined what performance, beauty, and dominance mean in unison. Imagine an icon reborn, not just projected into the future, but elevated into an entirely new dimension. The Huracán SUV isn't Lamborghini following a trend. It's Lamborghini creating a new one. Forget every expectation attached to the term SUV, its bulk, its civility, its supposed restraint. This is not compromise. This is combat art. Pure defiance disguised as design. Its silhouette speaks a language only Santa Gata dares to utter. Matte black panels swallow light whole, turning radiance into darkness. Sharp creases and jagged aerodynamics cut the air not for efficiency but for intimidation. Each contour declares intent. Each line feels like it was penned at the edge of a knife. SUVs are supposed to be imposing. The Huracán SUV is predatory. The front fascia leans forward like a beast scenting its next challenge. Headlights narrowed into blades of white fire. It crouches low, even with higher ground clearance, exuding the posture of controlled aggression. You don't walk toward this car, you approach it. Like one might approach a live thing that may or may not let you come closer. The matte black finish is not mere paint, it's identity. Lamborghini transforms color into character. And this one absorbs everything around it. It doesn't reflect light, it consumes it, bending illumination just to highlight its menace. Under artificial glow, it becomes liquid shadow. Under moonlight, it turns spectral. When parked, it looks like a thought unfinished, a menace waiting to finalize itself. And when it moves, it doesn't drive. It stalks. Then comes the sound, the unmistakable pulse of the Huracán bloodline, reborn and electrified. Beneath its sculpted hood lives a hybrid twin-turbo V8, bred from madness and mathematics. Press the ignition, and a deep, haunting growl unfurls that shakes the air. Rev it once, and it erupts, a metallic symphony layered with primal hunger. Lamborghini understands sound not as byproduct but as language, and the Huracán SUV speaks it fluently. One part intimidation, one part seduction. All heart. On open roads, it doesn't share space, it consumes it. The V8 snarls in crescendos of fury, torque flooding the axles as if unleashed from captivity. 0 to 60. Forget seconds, it happens in moments. Almost too fast to measure, yet too deliberate to call reckless. Every shift is perfection disguised as chaos. Every surge forward feels orchestrated, like lightning rehearsing elegance. Corners are conquered, not negotiated. The chassis clings to asphalt with impossible precision, an orchestra of torque vectoring, adaptive dampers, and AI-calibrated steering that somehow conceals the weight of its own mass. The Huracán SUV doesn't bend physics, it bullies it. Cornering with the ferocity of a supercar half its size, straightaways vanish in a blur of matte black and sonic thunder. This machine doesn't accelerate, it multiplies your pulse. Step inside, and luxury meets cockpit. No soft edges, no excess. Every shape carries intent. Hexagonal geometry defines the space. Every switch and vent configured as though part of a stealth fighter's console. Alcantara stretches across carbon armor, accented by veins of crimson light pulsing faintly beneath the surface, like veins filled with horsepower instead of blood. Sit down. And you're not merely seated, you're strapped in. The digital cluster becomes an accomplice. It adapts to your mood, stoic and composed in the city, vivid and alive on the attack. Screens fade and flare like emotion, translating performance into light. Buttons click with mechanical satisfaction. Levers move with resistance, designed to remind you you're not touching plastic. You're commanding machinery. Lamborghini has always built drama into detail, and the Huracán SUV continues the tradition. Even the air vents hiss with precision. The seat stitching feels architectural. The start divided by stop switch, hidden beneath a red flip fighter jet cover, still makes you pause for 1 second before ignition like pulling a trigger. Everything inside is theater, but none of it is for show, it's for feeling. Yet what makes this SUV so hauntingly different isn't just the tangible, it's its spirit. It doesn't pretend to be a crossover. It doesn't apologize for its proportions. It lives outside category, outside comparison. Ferrari, Porsche, Aston Martin, they play within structure. Lamborghini tears the structure down and rebuilds it with talons. The Huracán SUV refuses to compete because there's no equal. Drive it through the city, and you feel gravity shift around you. Heads snap, phones rise, traffic parts unconsciously. It's not vanity, it's gravitational pull. Park it, and even still, it doesn't look stopped. It looks poised. Like every exhale is an introduction to the next pursuit. Take it to the mountain turns, and the contradiction deepens. An SUV shouldn't carve roads like this. Yet, every curve feels choreographed. The balance, impossible. The stability, almost cruel. The Huracán doesn't simply grip, it digs in with purpose, clawing at every turn, translating fury into motion with microscopic control. Bring it to the track, and familiarities resurface the same vein of madness that defined its coupe ancestor, only more dimensional, more alive. The Huracán SUV doesn't distort the original, it elevates it. It's proof that insanity, when engineered correctly, can evolve into sophistication without losing soul. Because that's what this car truly is. Not metal and motion, but soul. The feeling it evokes is rare, almost forgotten in an age of restraint. Behind the wheel, you don't just feel capable, you feel unstoppable, untouchable, unreasonably free. The Huracán SUV doesn't take you places. It takes you out of yourself, its transformation masquerading as transportation. Utility disguised as uprising. The 2026 Lamborghini Huracán SUV in matte black is more than an evolution of a nameplate. It is Lamborghini's answer to mediocrity, a declaration that power and beauty don't need to compromise, that rebellion can wear a luxury badge, that art and aggression can share a heart. This machine is not for the timid. It's for those who see the line and cross it. For the dreamers who remember that driving is not obligation, it's confession. Close the door, grip the wheel, press ignition, and feel time shatter around you. Because with this car, the story doesn't just begin with a roar. It never stops echoing.